Hello everybody and welcome to another Transformers third-party-ish knockoff review. Today I'm taking a look at the Dream Factory GOD-11. This is of course their interpretation of Revenge of the Fallen Megatron. Been waiting for this guy for so long and I am over the moon that he has finally turned up. Big thanks to TF Direct for making that possible. Loving the artwork on the front there. Love that desert scene. This is a 03, which is the intermediate level. And let's just spin the box around. We've got Megatron in his tank mode on the side. And on the back there, we've got Destroyer robot mode and his vehicle mode. We've got the Dream Factory logo and insignia on the base. And we have our standard warnings. Megatron comes packaged in a plastic clamshell along with a nice set of instructions. And here we have the big bad Mega Tank out of his packaging. Now, much like we got with the Black Mamba version, this is based off of the Studio Series version of Megatron, only with all that added goodness. In fact, it does bear a striking resemblance to the Black Mamba version, except for the scale, and they've changed the arms out slightly as well, and this of course does look exceptional alongside the likes of the MPM Optimus Prime. Love those gold accents on there. Got the blue thrusters on the rear. He's got his blade. He does come with an additional arm which we can switch out, and of course, like many other Dream Factory figures, it is made to an exceptionally high standard and has some gorgeous ratchet joints in tow. Squaring up alongside the leader class Megatron with his upgraded arms, and of course we have the Studio Series Megatron. The paint applications alone makes this a vast improvement over any of his competition, and the head sculpt on this Megatron is insanely good. And here he is with his Black Mamba brother, two very different beasts altogether. Obviously you can tell that they're based using the same model, but they come up very different indeed. I like the additional leg refinements that Dream Factory have gone with. They've switched things around a little bit, but at the same time the Black Mamba is a true beast of a Megatron. Now, to give you an idea of where he's fitting in my display, here I have him alongside the Factory League version of Ironhide. That's the legendary toy repaint of the MPM Optimus Prime, and of course the Wei Zhang version of Blackout. I think they all look exceptional together. But there you go, you get the idea. That looks absolutely exceptional. Quite prickly, but you can just push the tab underneath. Look at that. There we go. So we've got intermediate, and we can press on, and they're just on all the time. Love that kind of burning orange in there as well. And then off. Even when they're off, his head and eyes don't look dead. That's exceptional. Just a huge fan of the levels of detailing on here. Got all that Cybertronian text throughout. Here's his claw hand as standard. Really nice ratchets all over this. This is something that for some strange reason Black Mamba didn't do, but Dream Factory have not made the same mistake. The nice padded sections covering up the center of the torso there. We've got thrusters littered all over, and again gorgeous use of those golden accents. Now, in terms of arms, he comes with two. He has this huge cannon arm with this sword attachment which can flip around and hide. And much like the head, there is a light feature. There's a tab just in there. You push that button there and the LED section does light up. Now, much like we did with Black Mamba, we can switch out this arm. You just want to slide this mushroom peg out, bring in the second arm, which is done much like we get on the other side, where these are a little bit more hinged, but it's a very natural looking arm, and we can just slide that mushroom peg in, and again, left like the right, we've got really nice use of ratchet joints there. Head can look left and right, we can go up and we can go down. I mean, a ridiculous amount of downwards motion there. Shoulders out to the side, all the way around on the ratchet, upper bicep rotation in there. As already mentioned, we've got a really nice stiff bend on that elbow. We've got articulation on the claws. There's nothing there on the waist, unfortunately, but we do get ratchets on the hips, out to the side, upper thigh rotation in there as well. We get pivoting on those bottom feet, and we get articulation on the upper knee, on the shin, and we also get the ability to split those toes as well. So he is literally jam-packed. Some nice strong ratchets in there so we can hold a decent pose. And for you Human Alliance fans out there as well, I think that scale works exceptionally good. Now, as amazing as Megatron looks, he does of course transform. Transformation in the most part is the same as the Studio series, so first things first, you want to just bring these arms forward to come around to these arms, and these are tabbed in at a very secure peg. There's a circle peg that goes into this shoulder mount. Now you want to give that a tug. There we go. That is really, really tight in comparison to what we got with the Black Mamba one, which was just a slide in tab. This really does hold its own. Now, as we pull this back, we can untab these waist panels, which are an additional piece not included in the original Studio series. We can lift this minigun piece up, and as you can see, we also have cannons on the inside of this torso. We can bring those up, and they're going to go out and around. Now, you do get the option to have these up in robot mode, but I don't think he had them visible in his robot mode in the movie, from what I can remember. We can bring those out to the side. Nice little mod that I particularly like with this railgun piece is we can slide this panel all the way up, and when it gets to the top, we can then twist that, and that lines up with the following pieces. It really does make the world of difference. The waist is going to untab. These just come apart like so, and they're going to drop down either side, and then you can bring down his butt thrusters. They're just going to come around, and then this tab flips around and they sit just on the base of his crotch. Make sure the head is bent upwards so he's looking forwards, and you want to just make sure that this back piece here is straight. You've got enough room in there to then straighten off these arms, and they are going to bend inwards, and as you bend them inwards, you want to make sure that this section here comes around and sits on the outside like so, and there's this tab just here that's just going to tab those forearms into place, making sure that the leg is rotated backwards. Rotate it on this thigh, and then this whole upper thigh piece will rotate all the way around like so. This piece here is going to unfold, and this will straighten up. This is going to cover up the bottom of Megatron, making sure that this section is lifted up and out of the way. We can split these toes. This piece then comes through and disappears on the inside like so. These panels come down and up like so. These can then flip all the way around, and then bring this in, bending it on that thigh ratchet joint, bring that down, and this is going to push and lock in like so. These can then come across. Love the colours on here. It's always been a strange looking alt mode, but I think they've done a pretty good job at capturing the likeness there. Of course, these can be brought round and round. Kind of have them like that so he can fly in from when he's rescued and kind of rebuilt. But personally, I like to have them down. It's not a bad looking tank mode. At the same time though, I mean, it's not amazing, but considering what it's meant to be, I think they do a pretty darn good job. Now, scale-wise, unlike the Black Mamba version, I think this is definitely designed more to go with the likes of the MPMs and the Deluxe series, whereas the Black Mamba is kind of designed more for the oversized style figures such as the Human Alliance. I think that's the right sort of scale for him. So what are you looking for in your collection? Are you looking for a big oversized Megatron, which is going to go with your oversized figures, or are you looking for a Megatron that's going to scale with your MPM line? Either way, I think you can go far wrong. Love the joints on this Megatron. It is far superior in terms of rocking and holding a pose in comparison to the Black Mamba version. Love the additional added features on the head sculpt and the cannon. And all in all, Dream Factory once again have delivered. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I've included a link where this can be purchased from TF Direct. And until next time, from myself and Megatron God-11, thanks for watching. Goodbye.